Hello, people of hope. This is Pastor Sarah with your daily word from the heart of hope. Today is Maundy Thursday. It's the day that we remember Jesus' Last Supper with his closest friends, his disciples. It's the day that we remember Jesus giving thanks and breaking bread and saying, "This is my body given for you. Do this, eat this in remembrance of me." And then he takes a cup and he says, "This cup is the new covenant in my blood, shed for you and for all people for the forgiveness of sins. Do this in remembrance of me." On Maundy Thursday, there's two practices that go with this meal, either sharing in communion and celebrating First Communion that we will be having with our fifth graders today, or other churches, they practice foot washing, where Jesus commands his followers to love one another as he has loved them, taking love in the form of servanthood. And as I think about that last night that Jesus had with his closest friends and his followers, I think about what could it have been like for those disciples? What was going through their minds? That these last few moments Jesus spent with them, he was doing it in service to them, for them, with them. There's a poem I want to share with you by a woman named Joyce Rupp. And Joyce writes this poem about what that night might have been like and what stirs up in her. It's called A Farewell Tear. She writes, "A feast of friendship, a story of betrayal, a memory of gifts given. You look with such intense love on each one gathered there. Mist covers your deep brown eyes as you hold each one in your gaze. Close your eyes and I see the farewell tear of friendship as it follows the curve of your cheek. You take the bread, bless it gently, profoundly, with old words and new. Do you mean to say it is yourself? And then the wine, again with the words old and new. Do you mean to say this too is now yourself? You look again at each one there and give the eternal gift. Remember me and do the same. Like those around the table then, so with us who gather now, if we knew how close our hearts are held inside of yours, we would always be amazed that you meant this for us too. How shall we ever be brave enough to do what you have done when grief engulfs our every breath and each memorial word is laden with our loss? This Maundy Thursday, it is my hope and prayer for you that as you remember what Jesus did for us on the cross and through bread and wine, as we celebrate First Communion, that first and foremost you would look to Jesus and you know that he did it for you. That the forgiveness of sins and the promise of life everlasting wasn't just in some general terms. Jesus did it for you. That tear that curved his cheek, he thought of you. God bless you. God keep you on this Maundy Thursday.